Guys, we're back at the mukbang. Now we're in a corner so we can be louder and not whisper. But we got a chocolate milkshake. We're splitting everything because we're trying to be
large
healthy.
fries.
And then Chick-Fil-A sauce because we're dedicated to the sauce now. No more trying other ones. But yeah, so we actually asked some of our friends to ask questions, but they all kind of sucked. But we thought because we're gonna be seniors, we'd do like kind of like a high school themed mukbang
Senior year
for like
reflection.
the 20 viewers who won't care.
I'm pretty sure it's not 20 viewers. It's just like
What the same
20
person?
views,
Yeah,
yeah.
20. Okay, 20 views.
Oh, they put pepper on them. Is that pepper? Or it's just like,
No, it's literally.
okay. Anyways, look at how big these fries are. They're like size comparison to Rami's small
Also,
fries.
last time I was supposed to be at work, and I'm supposed to be at work right now too, but it's fine. What were we talking about?
Senior year reflections. Okay, start with yours. Oh, also try it in the shake.
That's good. I don't like it as much as the sauce. Senior year reflections. I don't really have that many. I'm like excited, but I really don't feel like a senior. That's the thing. I genuinely feel like I'm still a freshman. Because I remember as a freshman, like the seniors that we had, here's your straw, were like super cool.
Like 2016, TJ class of 2016.
Yeah, and even 2017 in my eyes were just like the coolest people, for lack of a better word. But like,
Yeah. I like our teachers still talk about people from 2016
yeah,
and
like
2017.
I remember like Cheryl Menzel, like Will Frank, like all of them. Like okay, those are all Mun people, but like even just like there was some like Shohini and like all of them. They're just like really cool people. And then like 2017 was just like the most attractive class that has probably been at TJ ever. I just wow.
Can we win?
But I just feel like we're losers compared to them.
Yeah, but I think it's just because like our perspective, like we still see ourselves as young people.
The other thing that I've always wondered is like, I remember like we used to talk about like seniors, like I'm just thinking of the class of 2017 because they were just like, we used to be like, oh my god, Nikita and like Ruchi, they're so pretty. Like I wonder who in like talks, like what they think of like the people in our grade, like who they're like talk about.
Yeah.
It's like interesting. What's your reflection?
I feel like everything in my life has been like pretty constant, so I don't think anything's gonna change this year. But I'm just excited to be able to drive. Even though I don't have my license yet, but it's in the works.
I'm really excited to be a second semester senior. I think it'll be interesting to see who like dates each other at the end of the year because
For
everyone
prom
dates.
dates.
Yeah, or like everyone dates for the last 4 or 5 months of school because like
Yeah.
I don't know.
We should make predictions.
We should make predictions. Are we gonna make them on here? No. We should do an Excel doc.
Definitely.
But yeah, what's another thing? Oh, also like when I was in 8th grade, my civics teacher made us write letters to our senior year self. So I'm like kind of excited to get that back. But the issue is I thought about it like consecutively, like every year. Like I've been like, oh, my 8th grade letter. So like I know what I wrote in it still.
You remember?
Yeah, I remember it. And like back then I genuinely thought that I would be dating Naman all 4 years of high school, FYI. So that's kind of funny. And just like, we also, if you had like a really close friend or like best friend, you could write it to them in 4 years. So like me and Neha wrote each other letters. So that's like what I'm most excited for, to see like,
What she wrote.
yeah, to see what she wrote and just like, it'll be cool.
You should tell the story of how you and Neha met.
Oh my god, yeah. So me and Neha met on an airplane before our 7th grade year. So like we ended up like being on an airplane together to Amsterdam, but she was going to Italy and I was going to India. And then we got paired to like sit next to each other in our English class. And we're like, hey, you're from the airplane. And it was like kind of funny. That happened again with me with Nymisha.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're gonna like, how many people do you think you're gonna stay in touch with?
I like had the feeling that was coming. I would probably say names, honestly. Neha, obviously. Do you think we'll stay in touch?
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. Like, I genuinely don't know if we'll stay in touch. I feel like if you text and stuff, then it'll be fine. But it's like, I don't know. I definitely think we'll hang out a lot, though. Yeah, actually, I think we'll stay in touch. I definitely know I'm not going to stay in touch with any of my guy friends. Like, none of them. Like, I don't know. Who else? Definitely, like, my Ron. I'll be in touch with, but that's kind of sad. I, like, really only have, like, 3 friends. It's cool. So I thought there was a bug. What about you?
Yeah, like Mishka, Cheryl, Ginny, Nina, and then like Leah, and then you. I guess that's it.
And, like, Nally.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Oh, also, do you want to, can you answer the questions now?
Oh yeah. So Cheryl gave us some questions. So one of them was, what is your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is kind of basic. It's
The bridge one?
Oh, no, hell no. There's, like, a paragraph bridge one. I'm not into that stuff anymore. It's, she believed she could, so she did. I just think it's
Why isn't it he believed he could, so he did?
because it's about, like, female empowerment, homie. I kind of want more fries. I'm not doing it, though. What's your favorite quote?
In our junior packet, there was like a question like, oh, what's your life motto? And I put, well, I was gonna put like, don't have
I'm stealing
expectations.
this last fry. Do you want to split it?
There's one in the bag.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was gonna put like, oh, don't have expectations, right? Because that's like, I'm trying to make that my life motto.
That's my life motto.
But I put like, I wrote something really cheesy like, oh, always try to be a better version of yourself than you were yesterday or something.
Okay. What was the other question that Cheryl asked? She was like, what's your biggest fear?
Oh yeah.
My biggest fear is genuinely being
Not succeeding in life.
yeah, being unsuccessful and just, like, not having a family.
That's everyone's biggest fear.
Which is, like, really basic, or just, like, not getting married. Or I think the other one is being successful, because I genuinely, like, I think I'm a firm believer that everyone in this area or everyone at TJ will succeed. It's just, like, we were born.
level of their success.
Yeah, but, like, it's, like, so I think all of us will succeed, but it's just, like, I'm scared that I'll be successful, but or doing something that I don't love. So, like, because I know for a fact that I'd be so unhappy being a researcher, a biology researcher, a engineer, or something like that, but I feel like those are the only
Pathways.
yeah, those are the only, like, reasonable career fields. So for me, it's just, like, I want to do something really creative, and creative fields are, like, obviously higher risk for success. Ignore my burp. But I don't know, it just,
Yeah, because I realized, like, to live, like, comfortably, like, we've grown up, like, living with our parents' level of success. So if we can't replicate that, like...
I was reading, like, this article. I swear this is, like, not boring. And it was, like, I think it was, like, a certain date, but since then, every child has been more successful than their parents, wealth-wise. That's how they quantified it. But, like, our generation may not be, like, have, like, I don't know. It's interesting to think about.
Yeah, because I was, like, reading another article about how, like...
Damn, we're intellects.
About how, like, children of immigrants, they, like, work hard because they're like, oh, yeah, like, my parents sacrificed so much to come to this country, right? But, like, our children, like, we're going to be, like, less strict than our parents were, I guess, because, like, we didn't like that style
I was talking to my sister.
of parenting, so...
I was talking to my sister about it, and she was like, I'm going to have my kids are going to have their first drink with me when they're, like, in high school. Like, I'm going to get you them, like, on birth control before they go to college. My sister is definitely more progressive than I am, but, like, I would not get them on birth control before they go to college because I'm a firm believer in abstinence till marriage. That's another but, but yeah, it was just, like, interesting hearing her talk about that. I I don't know.
Hearing who?
My sister, because she was like talking about like how like all this stuff, and she's like, we're gonna do pop brownies together. I was like, I don't know. We'll see though. I feel like I'll be like an awful parent. Not gonna lie.
You know,
Yeah.
people say you parent like your parents, unless your
I mean,
parents were
that's
like
logical.
abusive or something.
My parents, my mom emotionally abused me. No, just kidding. We're actually really close, but we just get in arguments a lot.
Because they're like the same person.
To a T. Like we say the same things in separate conversations. Does that make sense? But yeah, I don't know. I'm also just like really scared of not finding like a husband because I have an awful personality. Like I'll be the first to say I have the shittiest personality. Like I am so difficult to be friends with. Like I am probably even worse to not be friends with because I'm just like.
She's the loud person in hallways who's always yelling, like
Yeah, and I don't
has
really.
no respect for anyone else who's like trying to study or like quietly eat their lunch.
But it's like I think being loud is fine. It's just like you're a hater or you. I don't know. But like I'm like literally I have mood swings. If you've ever been my friend, you know I have mood swings. Like sometimes I really like you and sometimes I just hate you. I don't know why I pointed towards you because I didn't mean it at you. But yeah. Damn, this song's deep.
I like the cookies and cream milkshake better.
The chocolate one's fine. It's not that good though. I should do messenger notification.
Yeah,
I've
you
been
should.
gone for 30 minutes. I left at 2:40.
1:40.
1:40, my bad.
2:15.
It's fine.
Yeah. So we went to lunch, and then when we came back, one of the PhD students was like, "Oh yeah, your grad student left," so we decided to leave. But Rami's in a different lab, so.
Yeah. And like my person isn't there, but I just don't want the other people there to think I'm like lazy.
Yeah, they definitely won't think that.
I mean, I've been gone for a long time. It's fine. What else there was another question that Cheryl asked.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, ew.
She was joking.
I'm trying to think of like other things. Like as a freshman, I genuinely thought like that's so weird. My fashion expectations of teachers.
Wait, yeah, I remember I like used to think about like how I would tell my parents that I have a boyfriend, like in high school.
Oh my god, my plan was to just like have a boyfriend and never tell them.
Yeah, but then I haven't had that problem, so
Either have I.
I guess it's cool.
That's so funny. I genuinely thought like I'd be dating Naman or like I'd have a boyfriend. Which is funny.
Yeah.
I think our grade though is just like kind of lacking in like
Options.
yeah, so it's fine. It's not our fault.
Wait.
A lot of people, I don't want to say this because I feel like it'll be like at people. So many people who are like attractive are like probably in relationships already.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Oh my god, it's weird.
Yeah, also like some people just like randomly date, like
Oh, you know what's a good question? Do you care about like having a prom date?
I mean like yeah, because it's like prom.
This is like good.
Can I say hi?
This is such a bad photo. I used to be like obsessed with homecoming dates, prom dates, everything.
Then she realized she couldn't get one.
I couldn't, yeah. And then, did you say couldn't or could?
Couldn't.
Oh yeah.
I took
And then like my freshman and sophomore year, I feel like I actually genuinely cared a lot. But then this year, I like didn't really care. And then I went to.
she got someone that reflected that level of effort.
Oh shit. Yeah, and then I ended up going to like homecoming and prom, which was like fun. Even though it's like not as. And okay, not throwing shade at my dates, but like going without a date is so much more fun in my opinion. Maybe I had really bad experience.
My phone is gonna run out of storage.
Okay, should we just end it? Was this a good mukbang?
I don't think so.
It's fine. Just leave it for
I got-
our own entertainment.
Yeah, I got an external hard drive, so
I think we switched straws.
no, your straw's this side.
Oh, then how did it go there? Okay.
Okay, bye vlog. See you next week with another Chick-Fil-A talk.